some practices, just feel like it ain't gonna come back. It was just something about all of us, man. Everything we did together. Yeah, it's just a lot.
It's a brotherhood. You know, that locker room is a brotherhood. Those kids, you know, when they're out there together, is special.
It's not just a team, it's family. And that's what we want to bring here, it's family.
It's gonna be adversity, it's gonna be compromise, it's gonna be strategy. It's a whole lot of life that goes into football. So, greatest sport in the world. Greatest sport in the world.
I feel like the ride's just getting started, to be honest.
There's expectations. Kids are working harder than ever.
I want the community to know that we're here and we're not going nowhere, and we're trying to make this thing bigger and better every year.
I feel like we could have went farther, could have did better.
Bad things happen, you know, and you gotta be able to overcome it. So winning to me is being able to win in life, and for everything you gotta work. Like, that's the only way. I'm not no super genius. I'm just somebody who works.
Hey, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up.
Oh, man.
Hey, fellas, we left a lot of plays. It was a lot of things that we did not do well. You cannot accomplish our goals with making those kind of mistakes.
At the beginning of the year, you know, we had just came off of being 12-1, but it was a different kind of 12-1. Everything was discombobulated. It was really, everything was off. Once June hit, we're going about this in a whole different manner, you know. It's not about the amount of 4 or 5 star players we have on the team. It's not about how many kids got offers to wherever. It's all about us, just us. You know, how bad we want to come together and prove that we are who we think we are. Not what the other people think, but are we as good as we think we are? And if that's the case, then we need to come together and we need to work to find out.
We'll get to where we're trying to go. But one thing's for sure, I want you to know, I want you to enjoy this win. Hey, you earned it. Hey, clap it up. Hey, come on, man. Hey, we have practice Sunday, though.
Coach Corral is a very realistic person, and he is extremely committed to putting young men in college.
When I first got here, I was more worried about winning a state championship because I'm a coach and everybody wants to win a state championship, but he explained to me it's bigger than that. It's about getting these kids into school and sending them off to a bigger thing. So the culture is putting kids in school. That's the #1 culture.
Our job is to get you on the field, get you a scholarship so you can be a better man, so you can do different things with your family. Our job is not so we can train you to be to the NFL. Like, that's everybody end goal, but how many of us have it? That was my goal when I was younger, when I played ball. So I know more than a state championship, I think that's where we already have won multiple championships in.
It's been a winning culture. It's been a brotherhood culture. Yeah, we might lose a game, but have we developed these young men to be men?
I feel like my coaches just don't want to use me for football, and they just want me to think ahead, like what I want to do in my life experience, and like see everything, like do everything I could.
I tell the kids, be consistent at being consistent. You keep an edge by going hard every play, you know, and coaches as well. You know, if we're lax, then the kids are going to be lax. I want to assure folks, I'm not going to skip over anything. You know, anything that's not in line with being successful, and not just being successful on the football field, but being successful in life. There are philosophies that you study, and there's philosophy that's in the handbook. The real philosophy of football with the program, I believe it changes from year to year with each team. We're trying to show the world that we are what people think we are, but you can't keep having all this talent and coming up short. You know, maybe like the Buffalo Bills, maybe like the old Denver Bronco teams. The philosophy is just finish. It's a simple thing, but it's overlooked. This year was amazing. Like, it really was. It was totally different from all other years that I've been here. It felt good. The coaching staff felt good. The community felt good. The environment in the school was good. It was a good year.
Our practices, they was pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, everybody with defense, offense, talking trash to each other. That's all a brotherhood. We was just all close. Like.
Yeah.
In my 2 years here, seeing the way the support evolved in such a massive way. You know, the softball team, the girls soccer team, senior class, they really took initiative. They were really involved, really engaged. The support was amazing.
When you get to the state playoffs, you pretty much dealing with every conference's conference champ. Woodhaven, who was undefeated, just like, and then they were the #1 seed. And I think we scored first, but then they came back and scored. We didn't score, and then they scored and took the lead. You know, but we turned it around. We ended up winning the game by a large margin.
Expectations. You know, beforehand it was just like, all right, you know, they good. They won some games. You know, they finally did something. Now it's expectations. Like, you guys went to the semifinals, so we're expecting division championships. We're expecting regional championships. It was a little bit more of a heavyweight of that. I think the kids came in a lot more focused. Like, they understood what it took to get to the semifinals, and then now they was looking to take that next step.
But then we had Selena next week. Then my year 2 here. The state playoff, and we had to go over to Saline. I got throttled. I left out the game like, man, can you coach? Like, you know, I want every I dotted and every T crossed. Like, we know I'm not losing to this man, especially at my field, you know. Since I've been here, I think that's one of the better performances of the coaching staff and the kids. But I'm overly elated about the support from the community. Like, I've never, maybe when I first took the job, I dreamed of it being like that. And then, you know, reality hit like, oh, not so fast. Like, I think maybe I had just thought that it would never happen, and then it happened, you know, when I was least expecting it, so.
Yeah, because we can't win this by ourselves at all. And this last past season, that's the biggest thing I've seen from the Van Buren Township, is just that we got a lot of support and a lot of love that I didn't see before, and I opened my eyes and was able to see it this year.
It felt good because at the semifinal game, I seen like the whole community at the game, putting all in, doing everything they could. I wish you could have went farther if they could travel and Ford Field did more.
These kids have a lot of pressure on them. A lot of times that's something that doesn't really get factored in. But when you know you have that type of support, us as coaches and matriculating down to the kids, it helps you, you know, push through. You know, there's a lot of hours, a lot of time away from family, you know, a lot of sacrifices made, but when you have that support, you know, and you got a whole town behind you, a whole community, a whole village, it's different, special. It's a feeling.
Any coach tell you that he don't hear the people is lying. You hear the people. Definitely hear the people. I mean, and it's a good and a bad thing sometimes. You know, sometimes our parents don't understand that we're human beings too. We make mistakes. Sometimes, you know, we don't do the right things, and, you know, they let you hear it, like, hey, my son, my son, my son. You hear that all the time. Most definitely you do.
Like, I'm really disappointed in myself. I can never get that game back, you know, never. Like, that mistake cost a whole community. The only good thing that I can take from that is the community. It's the first time we didn't get bashed. It was all support. They were genuinely hurt just like we were hurt. They were genuinely, concerned for our well-being. It was like we all lost together. So I'll take the blame, and I owe this community. That's all I'm focused on. I owe people. I gotta pay what I owe.
Golf, one person can win it. Even in basketball, it's a 5-man, but you get a Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or a certain type of player, they can win games by themselves. Football, to me, is the only sport that it takes 11 people to execute to win.
The center has to snap to the quarterback. The quarterback has to execute the play. The coach has to put the play in. The receiver has to catch it. It's not just a team, it's family. And that's what we want to bring here, is family. That's what makes us special. It's not because we're just one group. It's we're everyone. We're everyone under one roof.
Ultimate form of service, being able to put young men into school that otherwise maybe wouldn't be going to school. That means a lot to me.
Belleville's been here long before me. Be here long after me. I want to try to build something that the Belleville alumni can be proud of, and the Belleville community can be proud of.
My guy Daryl Johnson pulled it off this year. My Trayvon Monroe, Kobe Langford, Tayon Lewis. My whole offense line, I'm gonna miss them guys, man. Just everybody, man. I can't even just do separate. Just everybody on the team, man. I'm gonna miss that whole 2020 class, man. Everybody, man.
We all want to see these kids go off and be positive role models, good husbands, good human beings all around, regardless.
And I'm obsessed with my kids, and I want them to win. I want them to be winners in life. I've lost football games before. They made plays. You didn't make enough plays. You have to dig deeper to overcome whatever obstacle that comes before you. When I'm talking to the kids, I don't allow the kids, and I don't want our parents, our fans, our community to ever say that we got cheated. So with folks with cancer, do they feel like they got cheated? You gotta deal with some stuff. You gotta know how to deal with some stuff and overcome it. So winning to me is being able to win in life.
Really just warms your heart to say, hey, I'm doing something positive. And that's all I ever want to do, is just do something positive.
And you got a whole town behind you, a whole community, a whole village. It's different, special. It's a feeling.
And it's not too many places I go where I don't know somebody because of football. You can't defeat those bonds.
I don't know, I just be having fun out there, like, it just come natural by how I play, like, just be trying to have all the fun I can, because I know I ain't gonna never get that Friday night or that Saturday night back, so I just try to have as much fun as I can and try to enjoy that moment.